right. Pre-band's getting locked in. The Han getting pre-banned against Diligent, and the Chung Pung getting pre-banned by Diligent.
These feel, if I had to put an adjective on this, I'd say very specific is one. This isn't what I was anticipating seeing from the pre-ban. It's very clear PinkRoid knows exactly what Diligent plans on bringing.
Yeah, that Shizuka right there is definitely a take pick for Diligent. He's taking that away from PinkRoid. Doesn't want to let him have it. I'm expecting PinkRoid to probably respond and try to lock down the Shizuka in his own side of the field next time. But it looks like he's going to go for the 33 speed lead in the form of Oliver, the best 33 speed lead, with Praha as well.
Yeah, I can't help but echo the sentiment there. That Shizuka in the first pick, also meaning giving up the Oliver, is quite the choice, and it was so fast too. Diligent really didn't want to play up against that.
Yep. Let's see if Diligent opts to go for a turn 2. It is always very popular. We may even see that Water Holly Berry pop out here. Definitely opting to go turn 2 when you're bringing a Ragdoll to the field for sure, yeah.
Oh yeah, wants to sit back, accrue a little value. The Gianna, though, is pretty aggressive, and there's the Tian Lang, almost like clockwork. I was just about to say, since we saw so much TL in the most pick, most ban, this is exactly the situation you want to just slam him down.
Yeah, I'm a fan right now of PinkRoid's draft. I mean, obviously the Tian Lang's coming off as a must ban when you lock in a unit like Gianna and Ragdoll. Josephine might get dropped on the table here as well and does get locked in. Now, there is no sign of reset either, so stopping this Josephine is going to be very, very difficult. There's also no wind units on the other side yet. Hitting the field.
There's a little protection in the form of Riley. Pairs really well with Ragdoll for Diligent. Still not exactly enough to defend against the onslaught of Oliver, although it's almost as if Diligent is stuck. It's like, what do you ban here? Do you ban the Oliver? He needs to ban the Tian Lang. It's kind of a close call here, Stoic.
Yeah, that's so interesting to see him lock down that Wind Monkey King. Obviously, he's going to be letting the Josephine and that Praha through here. That is very interesting to bringing a Sekhmet to. I mean, I feel like he's already out speeding with the speed lead and going to have potentially the Praha, and I would assume the Josephine's going to be pretty quick here. A lot of attack bars going towards this Tian Lang. So to bringing this reset unit, I think he's looking to outspeed the Gianna and then not have to worry about it.
There we go. The bans go out. Tian Lang was really a force ban. You want to ban the Oliver, but you're just in a situation where you can't. And banning Riley means that PinkRoid can do whatever he wants unattested to Diligent's comp.
That is correct. Well, the reset's going to be coming out. He does choose to go for the Shizuka, gets that reset on top of Shizuka as well. He should be free to go. Oh, he's going to go for the sleep. Very interesting here.
That's what I think Sekhmet does 100% of the time in my head, Stoic. That's not what ends up happening 100% of the time. But functionally optimal is how I imagine my Sekhmet in my head. Critical error coming out, stunning the whole team. That's going to proc Josephine. Now Josephine's free to control another unit, Stoic.
Yep, Provoke's going to come out on top of the Ragdoll here. Does get that script on top of the Pra. Looks like Pra might be one of the units that Diligent wants to try and get rid of first. Curse the Beautiful looking to land true. Bunch of heal blocks coming out. 2 defense breaks on top of Gianna and Ragdoll.
With no cleanse on PinkRoid's side, we're going to see just how strong that bomb is from Gianna.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of damage is going to get put out there. Keep in mind, Shizuka now has bombs on the table for when the third skill is going to be popping out here.
Yeah, this is looking increasingly more dangerous for PinkRoid, especially with that proc from Ragdoll. If he wants to secure the kill right now, he torrents to put Praha in bomb damage range no matter what.
Yeah, there's nothing PinkRoid could do about that. He's going to be down a unit. There's soul protection on top of Gianna, keeping that unit alive here, but he's going to try and keep this Wind Monkey King back. Wind Monkey King really hasn't had a chance to pop off too much just yet. Still have that reset up here. Needs to strip that off. The Gianna does get it with the cooldowns up as well. Praha is going to drop to the bomb.
That was actually a pretty nice steal, too, from Sekhmet, being able to take the Soul Protect away, so that way, if the opportunity presents itself, he can just take the kill on Gianna.
Definitely not over for PinkRoid here. I mean, Oliver can do a lot of, be very oppressive, push back lots of attack bar, and Josephine can be in that same boat if she can get a bunch of stuns out here. Need to get these attack breaks, though, and try to keep Diligent back from potentially taking another unit. Oof.
Yeah, I would love to see another attack break come out on Shizuka if Sekhmet feels like landing on opposite element too, considering that those bombs are on the table. I like what you said there, Stoic, too. He's definitely not out. PinkRoid still has 3 extremely valuable units, and especially when Josephine is performing the way she is right now, I think she's trying to win the game as best she can.
Yeah, she really is. Once this Oliver does drop, I do think Diligent is going to be in a lot of trouble. That Wind Monkey King really is coming in clutch with that passive popping off. It's finally definitely putting PinkRoid in the corner here. This is going to be very tough to bounce back from.
Oh yeah, the Wind Monkey just accruing tons of value alongside the Ragdoll too, with a few crits that are coming out from the Josephine. He's gaining attack bar and coming out of stun faster than you'd like him to. Luckily, Shizuka still has no skills up, so she's almost as if she's not there, but proccing gets her closer to contributing.
Yeah, definitely a lot of additional turns coming out of Diligent here. You know, a couple key ones. You know, able to take units away here. This is just heavily favoring Diligent right now.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how Josephine was trying to win the game for PinkRoid. Well, the monkey tried a little harder for Diligent. That really secured the kill right there. Man, dies to dot damage, and now PinkRoid is left to think about how he's going to approach this next game.
Yeah, Diligent didn't give him much time there, taking round 1 away from PinkRoid.
Yeah, so now PinkRoid 0-1 in favor of Diligent. So now he has to get a point. Just to remind everybody, these semifinals rounds are a best of 3. So that means that Diligent is at match point start.
Yep, that is right. I mean, Diligent definitely in the place that he wants to be in here. I'm definitely expecting to see a little bit more aggression coming out of PinkRoid here. I think he really needs to turn it around and, you know, a surprise Diligent, show him something that he wasn't ready for. Because I think Diligent felt very, very comfortable bringing in all those passive units out there. So we'll see what happens. You know, I think PinkRoid's going to take the Shizuka away from him this time. Because I feel like Shizuka gave him a little bit too much to worry about. Even though Sekhmet was doing her job, she was getting her resets out there.
Oh yeah, Sekhmet was actually doing a really good job, which is kind of unlike how she's been in previous Legend tournaments. I think sometimes she doesn't do great under pressure with that third skill. Ironically, with the benefit of hindsight, that was almost a good game for Antares.
I mean, you are right. I feel like most games can be a good game for Antares. I mean, it's just 15%, Evan. Who knows when it can pop off?
Just 15%, but it increases. But that's the benefit of hindsight. Let's see what PinkRoid has to say on the matter. Again, Diligent at match point. This could be the end of the Legend tournament run for PinkRoid if he's not careful.
Yep, let's see what happens. New pre-bans getting locked in right here. Han and Chung Hung are available as we get into round 2 between PinkRoid and Diligent.
I don't know what I'm anticipating to see. Maybe we just get the Shizuka off the table so nobody can deal with it. Maybe we're a little too stunned by the monkey and all the procs that he got, all the trying he did. Who knows what's going to come out here, Stone?
Yeah, I definitely don't expect to see a Wind Monkey King ban. I feel like that's not something you worry about. It's just something that ends up happening. Gianna and Shizuka. Interesting pre-ban there on the Shizuka. Diligent not wanting PinkRoid to have that unit.
Yeah, the Shizuka seemed to be a pain point for both players, especially considering how fast Diligent tried to take it away, which you so aptly pointed out in that first round. The Tian Lang coming out so quick. It's never too fast to bring a Tian Lang.
Yep. Well, that Oliver gets slammed down by the PinkRoid, and it's a great place to put down the Tian Lang as well, especially when both players have that unit. And looks like PinkRoid is demanding turn 1 here. He does have that Chung Hung that was previously banned in the past, and that Water Hollyberry Manon potentially being drafted by Diligent.
Manon being a great answer to the turn 1 adjustment that PinkRoid is going to. Seems like he is trying to adapt that aggro strategy, which I think would be good, save for that Manon who is just ready to counter at any given time. Word on the street is that it's 15%, but we'll see what it feels like once we're in game if it gets through.
Yep, that's right. I'm expecting Diligent to probably wrap up with a Ragdoll the way his draft looks right now. I just feel like Diligent doesn't have enough I feel like not enough damage to keep up with PinkRoid. I feel like PinkRoid, I love that Wusa last pick there. I think the Wusa is going to be a very safe pick there for PinkRoid. And there's a lot of aggression on the side of PinkRoid. So I guess this is the route that he probably needs to take here to take a match away from Diligent. Let's see what this last pick could possibly be here with Diligent.
Curious to see what he locks down. That Shan, or Shan, depending on how you like to pronounce it, is actually a low-key, really cool pick because it stuns. How do you deal with the Water Holly early? You stun it. You crowd control it so it doesn't get the parry, Stoic. It should be interesting.
Definitely. Volantis is going to be the last unit Diligent's going to be locking down here. He has a very strange synergy to Diligent's team here. I give a lot of favor to PinkRoid. Saying that, I have no clue what Manon's going to be capable as we get into this round number 2 between PinkRoid and Diligent.
A lot of this match is going to depend on whether or not that Water Hollyberry, the Manon, behaves herself. We'll have to see. There's a lot of counterattack potential here. Volantis already getting the first one off PinkRoid's opening move.
And that's big. PinkRoid getting that Despair stun on top of Manon, which is fantastic. Another stun going on top of Tian Lang, so that is a Despair Chung Punk. And the resets attack bar reduction is going to be coming up for PinkRoid. So as long as he doesn't run out of gas here, he's going to be looking really good. Big skill, too, going out on a Manon as well. If he can get rid of Manon, that's going to be GG. Game is already going to be won by PinkRoid for sure.
Yeah, this is huge for PinkRoid right now. If he can just eliminate that Manon real quick before she gets too many turns and gets out of the defense break, that could mean game for him because now it's going to be a lot more predictable in terms of what Diligent's team is going to be throwing out.
Oof. All right, a little bit of saving grace happening here with that additional turn from Tian Lang, able to get a stun there on top of the Chung Hung. We have just a little bit of poke damage coming up from this Volantis here. I think if Molly's able to get any more turns, she might heal up the team a little bit too much for PinkRoid here, but we'll see what happens. Looking for a little bit of attack bar reduction, and he's able to remove the Manon from... Not remove Manon! Manon was able to parry the damage!
I wanted to say it, Stoic. I wanted to say it. The Oliver did not go for the Manon on the second attack, and it might have just cost him at least a unit. We're going to have to see. He had one more attack that he could have thrown out, but he didn't go for it because, in theory, it should have been dead.
That is terrifying. I had already confirmed Manon's death, and she said no.
Yeah, that was very close here, and it doesn't help that Oliver, we're now getting more increasingly aware that Oliver is feeding the Tian Lang attack bar.
Yep, well, this might be enough here. Oh my god, don't make the caster's curse.
Please don't.
All right, Manon is gone now. Skill 2, finishing off Manon. And I think
if that wasn't the caster's
in the back
curse.
For PinkRoid.
Dude, I didn't want to curse it. It really was, man. Oh, here we go. Tian Lang finally throwing down defense break. That was a pretty big W in this course of the game for PinkRoid. But Diligent still has some high-value units in play. Let's see if he can bring it to a victory.
Yep, he definitely does. I think what he really needs here is additional turns coming out of the Molly. If Molly's able to proc enough to be able to save his team and heal everybody up here. So that was a brilliant 2-turn sleep that he was able to get on top of that Tian Lang as well. He's going to be gaining all that attack bar for nothing because he's going to be sleeping for so many of the turns.
Yeah, if I were PinkRoid, I'd be really happy that I got that 2-turn sleep just to give myself a breathing window, especially when the Hollyberry gets a 15% on the killing blow. You feel like you're owed at least one boost of sleep.
Here we go. And we've got Molly looking for some strips. No additional turns. Once again, are coming out here. No stuns are going to be happening from this Volantis as well. A little bit of attack bar gain. Double Despair stun. That's going to be it for him. There's just no way you can come back from that.
PinkRoid clutching it up, tying the game, and taking us to the third round of our first best of 3. Stoic, that made my heart both jump up and then fall all the way back down in multiple points during the game.
It really does. It gets so scary when you legit go from a position of knowing that PinkRoid's going to be fine. Something happens and you just get nervous all of a sudden like that. Wasn't that okay? All right, and then it ended up working out for him. But it was a very, very good draft from PinkRoid. PinkRoid had that thing won from the draft, but it's just that Manon is very unpredictable, and it didn't pop off like it usually does there. To be honest with you, that was a very good Manon in my eyes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. That was Manon kind of in the realm as she's meant to be played, as a counter to that turn 1 comp. And she really only had one really meaningful parry, but it was so meaningful that it's embedded in our memory. That was pretty crazy. PinkRoid had one more attack that he could have thrown on to guarantee it, but it's those moment-to-moment things that just give Manon the fuel she needs to counterattack. Let's see the pre-bans here, Stoic. Ragdoll and Chung Pung get pre-banned out in our final game of this matchup.
Yeah, with the Ragdoll pre-ban, I feel like I'm expecting to see something similar coming out of PinkRoid here that we just saw in the last match. He doesn't want to see a unit like that hit the field here. Diligent's going to be taking that Shizuka, and then PinkRoid looks like he is going to be leaning into that similar draft to last time, bringing double speed lead. Diligent bringing the Tian Lang, and of course that Masha being a very, very good unit here. And we're going to see the Wind Robo. The Wind Robo can be super repressive, be able to strip all of the buffs off of Diligent's team here. He could be pushing a lot of attack bar back there.
Oh, PinkRoid rethinking the Wind Robo, which he might be trying to see if maybe he has a window to not ban the Tian Lang. Oh, but the Praha would make me think that he is, in fact, locked into that. Diligent drafting that Masha was a very nice choice because we found that even with one counter in Tian Lang, if Tian Lang gets banned, he's without a super clean answer to Oliver, and Masha is still Oliver's natural predator in the wild.
Well, so with that Oliver as a first pick and a Tian Lang hits the field, you almost have to ban out the Tian Lang already. So Diligent needs to look at this draft like he already has Tian Lang banned, and he has to draft accordingly right now. PinkRoid's looking very, very fast, and Diligent's going to be responding with a segment in Gianna, but he's lacking a speed lead here.
There we go. So the Wind Robo is confirming he is going to be banning the Tian Lang as he was drafting ahead of time. Meanwhile, Diligent does have a choice. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the Oliver get banned, but we did see the Sean. He finished my sentence for me. We did see the Sean banned in a previous match. Here we go, Stoic.
Yep, let's see what happens here. I give a lot of favor right now to PinkRoid's draft. I feel like he's got the control. We'll see what happens, though. That is a very fast Wind Robo getting a full team strip here. Looking for some despair stuns. Does land on top of the Tian Lang, and Pra could probably put everybody to sleep there.
Would probably be good if he wants to preserve the stun on the Tian Lang. He goes for the full team sleep to get himself some room. He got it.
Yeah, more importantly, those speed buffs, which is going to help PinkRoid just lap his opponent here. And you can see he is going to be pummeling that damage right into that Tian Lang. Looking for an attack break on top of the Masha to limit the damage coming out of that. Skill 2 with triple stuns coming out of Tian Lang. Kind of exactly what Diligent needed to see here.
A proc and hugely rewarded from that Tian Lang. Now Diligent can kind of make an impact on the game. Diligent trying to take down that Wind Robo as soon as possible here, Stoic.
He really is making a massive impact here because Pra is not going to have that skill 3. Not if she procs here. No amount of attack bar gain is going to be helping that. Now that PinkRoid's going to be down a unit, obviously a lot of favor goes towards Diligent's draft. At the moment, Shizuka is going to have some, I believe that second skill is going to be up here, and I think PinkRoid wants to stop the second skill from popping back up. Probably keep that Shizuka back.
Yeah, he wants to try it. He's really counting on no proc from the Shizuka right here. And unfortunately, you just can't bank on it. If Shizuka has the chance, she will throw that wrench in the machine.
And that is massive for Diligent right now. That is a big proc to get that third skill out there, putting PinkRoid down a unit. Not looking good at all for PinkRoid. No additional turns going to be coming out of that Oliver. Even though if Oliver did, there's just plenty of immunity on the other side of the field. There's not too much left that PinkRoid can do.
Oh man, if only he had used that skill on the Shizuka just one more time, Stoic, to give himself a little more breathing room. He was already behind those, so I could see I could understand when to high roll. Here we go, guys. Diligent is our first finalist at the Legend Tournament for Season 24.